Let me get over there to YouTube.
All right, we are live, girl.
YouTube.
Boom.
There you are. And I click on it and hit share. It sucks when we don't post it ahead of time, you know? I did give people a heads up. Live now.
Live now. Whoop, there we go. Bam. All right. Okay, Ron. Have a great show. I was gonna go live stream the fireworks, but I forgot they started at the time you do. Enjoy the show, brother. Please tell everyone hello for me. Yeah, you better not stream nothing during the Joe Phillips.
Have a great show. Oops, I turned that down. Oops.
All right.
All right.
Okay. I believe I just want to double check my start time. I think it's 7:03. He always has to remind me the exact
I have 8:01 my time. 8:01.
Let me see.
On my cell phone here.
Yep, 7:03:25, because that way when I start at that, there's a little delay, and then for the iHeart stream. So 7:03:25.
Yep.
All right. Oh, I'll pull this up here. Groups.
So many people are playing encores over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's just trying to survive. Let me get rid of that. There it is. Bam. Okay. Should I? Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up too, just in case. Bam. Be good. All right. Bam. All right, Deb, what's going on? Mary Mansfield, Jamie Christopher, Delaney, Pearl, Jones, Gemini Ascension. What is going on? What's up, Sarah? Project Skyfalls. How you doing? We got Miss Theresa D in the house.
Hey, everybody. Oh. Just sharing it out.
New comments. There we go. Grandpa Brian 420. What's happening, my brother? No. What did you? What? All right.
Woo.
Boom. All right. I'm going to turn this down.
Jamie's in there. Woo.
All right. We got 20 seconds, sweetie. Oh. All right, folks. Here we go. We're getting ready to go live. I'm going to do this. Bam. And I'm going to do this. Boom. All right. Here we go.
Journey into the matrix of the mind. Stretch your imagination and challenge reality. Abnormal realities are beacons for the imagination. What society deems abnormal may be more real than we think. This is Abnormal Realities with your hosts, Ron Phillips and Rocky Stucci.
Wow, Ron Phillips. Man, you look a little different tonight. Got a little haircut or something. Oh, folks, welcome to the program, Abnormal Realities, on this Tuesday night, December 21st. Matt, Theresa.
Yes.
Theresa D'Anton. Theresa D'Anton, how you doing?
D'Antonio.
Forget about it, huh? Girl, listen, man, I got a situation. I got a situation on my hands. I am tripping out because this week for Christmas Eve, and for Christmas Day, which is Friday and Saturday, it is going to be in the 80s.
That's not Christmas, bro.
It's not.
No, it's summer vacation.
I'm telling it is. Honest to God. I mean, people travel to get to this weather during the wintertime. It's weird because, like I was saying, I think I was saying it last night. This is kind of weird. I'm trying to, because Christmas is my favorite super holiday in the world. My body needs those season changes. You know what I'm saying? To feel the holidays. And it's so weird to look at the weather and it's going to be 80, 81, 84. It's going to be in the 80s all the way going into next week. And I'm just like, this is weird.
You'll get used to it. I was born down there in Miami, Florida. Born in Miami, Florida.
Are you serious?
Yeah, my parents moved down there and moved the whole family down there because my brother had allergies up north.
Oh,
so they're all
moved to Miami.
We moved to Miami, and I was born down there and came back up here, and I had never seen a snowflake.
Are you serious?
At age 4, I was like, "Ooh," catching them with my tongue.
What?
Well, no, age 5.
What?
Yeah. I was out there like a dog.
Oh, damn, girl, we just started the show. Hey, folks, just want to
Beat
remind
ya.
everybody really quick that brother Ron Phillips, I'm going to say this every single night because he sent a text because he's still thinking of work while he is. Theresa, is it Disney World or Disneyland that's in Florida?
He's at Disney World. No, yeah. He's
Oh,
at Disney World is in Florida,
okay.
I think, and Disneyland is in California. That's where Audrey is.
Okay, wait. So he's in Disney World.
Yeah,
Well, they always have to confuse it. Why can't they just say Disney in Florida and Disney in California?
because it'd be
Um,
too easy that way.
It would be. I just want to let everybody know that Brother Phillips says hello to everybody. And he was going to do a live stream of some fireworks, but then he decided that it's abnormal realities time. And he figured, bad idea. I'm like, yeah, good call, brother. Good call. So, Brian, I hope you're having a good time. I hope things are well. I'm sure you're really sore. Probably walked more in the last day than you have in the last year. We don't judge you, brother. We do not judge you at all.
No, but I
But
wouldn't want to be trapped in It's a Small, Small World wearing a mask.
is that where he was yesterday where there was like girl stuff?
And little dolls that sing and dance and
What was he doing in there? I didn't know whether to ask him about that or just to say, I'm just going to not say anything. You know what I'm saying?
Does he have a grandchild? Did he take a grandchild with him?
No,
No?
I got concerns, Theresa. I really do. I got something I want to show people, but before we do, for anybody, which you all should, even if those listening, Odyssey Radio, Mojo 50 Radio, we're on OpsLens, we're on OpsLens Facebook page, we're on OpsLens Twitter, we're on OpsLens Instagram, we're on Roku TV, Apple TV, Android TV, Google TV, all that fun stuff. We are everywhere.
Everywhere.
Mojo 50 TV. Those that are listening on iHeartRadio, on Mojo 50 and Odyssey Radio, we welcome each and every one of the program. You should by now know who Theresa D'Antonio is. You know what I'm saying? Her and Lori has some business that she had to attend to tonight. She was going to come on, but she has to go take care of some business. So Theresa's on. And so if you don't know who Theresa is, Theresa, let everybody know a little about who you are, your show, and we're going to get into some things here tonight.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, we have a show called Andromeda 7 Celestial Gateway. And we named it after the 7 sisters of the Andromeda. And the show is dedicated to networking and bridging with different communities, different show hosts, guests from all around the world. We come in and chat and exchange ideas and information and knowledge and stories, and we try to promote people's businesses.
Yes,
You
you
know,
do.
they're like yours, and
Mhm.
spiritual services like counseling and coaching, and if you want card readings or astronomical readings,
Yep.
astrology. And so, and we're an educational website. We have a portal. It's a big website. It's worldwide, and we add our guests to that portal so that you can book appointments with them, buy their purchase their products and services, share it out with others. There's a whole education research center where people have written papers and they post their videos. Yeah.
I always wanted to write a paper. I never will. I never will. I ain't got time. I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to sit down and actually have to think. So I wrote a book and I still have it. I never published it. It's 10 chapters. I didn't write it. So because I suck at typing and writing, and because ADHD, I'm 4 pages ahead while I'm still on the same paragraph I started a half an hour ago. I actually recorded it. I just went and sat outside one time and I just started telling different stories. And I had my cousin, rest her soul. She's one of those girls that could type really super fast and look at you at the same time.
That's probably a good book
Well,
if you wrote it like that.
It was, yeah, and that was the cool thing about it is that I was in the book. What I really wanted to point out, there really wasn't nothing paranormal or UFO or spirit. Well, it was all spiritual. It was the psychological adjustments I had to go through when I went into treatment the last time. Face my demons, face my horrors, face my mistakes, face all the things that I blame the entire world over, and realize that most of that was due to my own actions. And then I had to come to the reality of concluding and realizing and accepting the fact that I hurt the people that I love the most through so many years.
Mm-hmm.
And I think part of the journey isn't so much the initial going in and detoxing and saying, wow, I was a piece of shit. It's refining yourself. I mean, we live in a world where people have many false identities. They try to be what society wants them to be. And at the end of the day, they don't know who they are. And I had to go through that process. I had to go through, who am I? Because I lived all these years doing this and doing that and being part of this and being part of that. I kind of lost my identity through the process. And that's
Mhm.
kind of what all that was what I had to do. And everybody's different. I try to talk about things and people always send me messages like, well, that's not necessarily true. Well, it was true for me because it's what I had to do in order for me to go to next levels in my journey of life, right? Everybody has their own way they got to do things,
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, man.
But that's what probably opened me up was when I first came in a couple of years ago to your chat room, you were talking real
What was I
shit.
talking about? Do you remember?
Your life, man. Your
Yeah.
everything you went through. And it was so laid it out there. It was so honest and inspiring because at the time I was at my all-time low.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yep. I had hit rock bottom on my journey. And I was just not in a good place.
How are you doing now?
100% better because of people like you,
So,
Scotty,
yep,
Brian Barnett,
yep.
Wayne, all of them.
What?
Yeah,
Now
David Knoll.
let
Yeah.
me ask you in regards to that. So let's do a before and after. So
Mhm.
before you went and hit rock bottom, I think hitting rock bottom is good because it's a humbling experience. It's painful as shit, but it's
Yeah.
humbling, right? It's a humiliation is the best teacher. Um,
Mhm.
tell
Yeah.
me the difference between the people you associated with before you went through this change, this life evolution, compared to the circle of people that you have now. What's the difference?
Well, there were two different circles before I came into this, and the two overlapped. They were business professionals who just, when you weren't working, you just drank yourself to
Yep.
death.
Yep.
And then there was another group who were born again Christians.
Oh,
Ooh, and they were wonderful. And I had known some of them since high school, and they were very uplifting. But I had already been through various iterations of spiritual growth and development prior to that. But they were, and I love them dearly still. I just don't have any contact with them because they want to impose their perspectives on you
mhm.
and they want to control what you think and believe.
Oh,
And so it was constant. I had more questions, and oh, God forbid that I should have questions. Oh my God. So, between that and the judgmental,
mhm.
they were very judgy.
What?
So,
People judging? Come on.
yeah,
Oh,
Christians judgy, but they
oh my
were.
goodness. I do know a
This
couple,
group is all accepting.
and that's the cool thing. And we have a variety of belief systems in this group, right?
Yes.
So I know, like Don Newen. I don't know for sure if Newen like literally tags himself as a reborn again Christian. He just refound Christ, right?
Hmm.
But he's not a biblical dude. He just found his faith in his heart, and he just tries to live to be a better person. He tries to love as much as he can, fight for what
Yeah.
you believe in. But then there are those kind that feel like they need to constantly go out and indoctrinate the world. And I think you might have heard me tell this story before, where I had these they were Jehovah Witnesses or they were Mormons. I can't remember which one they were. And
Hmm.
they came to my door, and we're eating pork chops, right? I got to express, right? There's two things I love on this planet. That's popcorn
And
with a
pork
lot of
chops.
butter and freaking pork chops, man. I love pork chops. I kind of growl when I eat them. I snore and I, you know what I'm saying? Like the beast comes out in the meatball. But these guys came, and here's the thing. I actually became friends with a couple of Mormons that came to our house, or Jehovah's Witnesses. I don't know what the difference is, but they came to my house one time and they were really nice people. In this weird way, I kind of respected what they did because they sacrificed a lot of their life to spread their word, even though it's annoying, right?
Mm-hmm.
But these two young kids show up. They're probably 19, 20 years old. I answer the door. I purposely, and Lisa made the really thick pork chops this day. So, life was different, right?
Yeah.
And so I answered the door and I purposely answered it with the plate because I knew right away when I looked out the window, they were both wearing suits, exact same color shirt, exact same color ties. I'm like, let's go. So I opened the door, Theresa, and I tried to make it obvious that I was eating dinner, right? Like, pork chop in front of my face, bro. That's going to be in my stomach in about 2 minutes. But they didn't care, right? So this is what I said to them. I said, okay, here, I'm going to go put my pork chop down for a second. And I says, here's the deal. I says, I will let you tell me your message. But I said, if I listen to you, then you need to listen to my message to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, is that fair? I mean, can we meet in the middle on this? And they're like, sure. I'm like, okay, cool. Go. And so right away they open the book and they start reading this. I'm like, hold on, brother. You didn't understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. I says, tell me your message. And then again, he went to open the book. I'm like, okay, put the book down, brother. Very calmly and nicely, and just set it down. Very nice. And I says, tell me what's in your heart. And so he says, well, Jesus died on the cross for our sins. And this, I'm like, that's great, brother. That is everything every Christian and every Catholic and every Christian religion learn is that Jesus died on the cross for our sins. I understand that. But I says, you come to my house, you cannot in any way, shape, or form sit here and try and tell me what's in your heart because there is nothing there. You are telling me, brothers, what you were taught to believe. You're not telling me what your soul is preaching. You're not telling me what you feel. You're not telling me what leads you every time you wake up and walk through this planet and every time you go to bed. You're telling me what you were taught. And I said, that scares the shit out of me. Damn, that felt good. What?
Truth. It's truth. The thing is that some of them do have a lot of emotion. I'm filled with the Holy Spirit, and they'll move with the Holy Spirit, and they feel something. They feel that spiritual connection from time to time.
Yeah.
But they can't step off their high horse long enough to be open to any kind of suggestions about any other kind of faith or perspective on certain things, like the virgin birth versus, the devil, the demonology. I mean, they just they consider everything that isn't in their box to be evil, the enemy. If you get a common cold, they tell you you're being attacked by the enemy. So it's that kind of dogma. And I found that I was born and raised Catholic. So I went through years of that. But I've been on my spiritual journey since I was a teenager.
And now, so on your spiritual journey, a lot of people get people like maybe you and me and a lot of our circle confused because, I still believe in the existence of Jesus. I still believe that there was a man by the name of Jesus who had a very powerful message.
I do too.
Treat others as you want to be treated type of thing, right?
Yeah.
I just think that man just grabs it and twists it and uses it and manipulates it and then forms their own ideological view off of his teachings to manipulate the masses and to control large groups of people, right?
Yeah, I follow what I call most of the folks that have joined us here tonight that know me will tell you I follow the path of the Christos, the spirit of the Christos, spirit, which is the mystical side of what Christ was teaching. I believe there was a rabbi. I believe there was a Christ. I believe he was filled with that higher conscious connection with source energy.
I like how you put that, the higher conscious connection.
The higher conscious connection with source. He was, in effect, just as we are sons and daughters, brothers and sisters of source, so was he. And he had a very clear message. What happened is people, after his death, created and built stories around him, borrowing stories from other people in history, like Osiris riding on the donkey through the town, the palms, Once you start adding in all this mythology or other types of, religious beliefs into this conglomerate of Jesus, who isn't at all like the person he really was. That's my read on it.
Right.
And so they've twisted the meaning of him and deified him in such a way as to make him a god. We're all of the spirit of the one, of the all. There is, but they worshiped him. It was the stories they worshiped about him that they built around him. So there's a lot of truth and wisdom to some of his teachings.
I kind of feel godly sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You feel godly. Well, you are in a way to
So
the definition of the word God,
I tried. What is the definition of God?
whatever you believe it's to be.
Yeah, it is. Oh, really? Okay. Yep. I'm a god, bitches. What?
Because we can make any God we want. We
So
can glorify and deify anyone or anything,
now Gemini Ascension is in the chat. What's up, Gemini?
Hey,
And
Gemini.
this
Hi.
is another thing too, and it's a profound point. And that so I kind of froze the chat so I wouldn't lose her. But she said that what changed her with, let's say, religion was a near-death experience that she had 14 years ago. It was a real bad car accident. Now, what do you think traumatic events do to people's psyche? I mean, does it change them religiously? Because some people have a near-death experience where they go to heaven and come back. Some people go to hell and come back. Some people don't have a heaven or hell experience, but they do have an out-of-body experience
Yeah.
or a near-death experience that isn't what we were taught to believe it was. What is it about trauma? Does it trigger, you think, something in the brain that maybe opens maybe the third eye more or something?
Well, I think I had a near death with that accident that I was in back in 2014. And it does change you forever because everything flashes before your eyes. Um, and you just think you're gone and
Yeah.
you're floating above the scene of the accident, watching them carry your body out onto a stretcher, and
Ooh.
they had me upside down,
Wait,
inverted.
you saw that? You saw your body being carried out on a stretcher?
Yeah, they had me upside down,
What?
completely inverted. Well, the paramedics were young, but
Oh,
they were
good for
smart.
you.
They were smart because my nose was hanging.
Oh, what?
Yeah, my blood was coming, so I was drowning in my own fluid. So they turned me upside down so that I wouldn't choke on my own fluid coming from my crushed face. So I saw that scene from a distance. They put me
What?
on a yeah, I don't remember it myself in terms of actually feeling anything, but I remember seeing it from afar because what I had was a bright white light.
Yeah.
When that collision occurred and that mirror came down and smashed me in the face and the
Oh,
glass came in, it just got really bright white. And the next thing I knew, I was in the hospital and they were asking me questions. But
wow.
I had a voice. There was a man who, okay, look,
Come on.
this is not a school bus. This is a passenger bus, okay? This is like a commuter bus. It's 37 feet long. It's got 27 to 37 some passengers on it. We're really high up off the ground. So when that collision occurred and I bounced off and went into a light pole and a curb, that light pole came down. Something ripped the whole side of the bus up,
Oh,
the upside of it.
what?
And I remember laying there, seeing myself in the mirror after the bright light, and it was this horrible face. I heard all this screaming, and I felt this man reach through the window and tap me on the shoulder. He says, "Just stay still. Everything's going to be okay." I'm like, "How's he doing this?"
Was he real?
I don't think he was, Rocky,
Okay.
because how the hell would he be tall enough to reach me and
Oh,
touch me through my window, which wasn't anymore. The window was gone, but we were up at an angle on a sidewalk. There's just no way. I've been back to that scene of that accident 4 times, and there's no way anybody could be that tall to reach in the way he did and help undo my strap and calm me down. And everything just went dark after that. But then I remember floating and seeing my body, and I'm looking down at the accident, and I see all these people working on me,
what?
and I see the cars piled up for miles. And the next thing I know, I'm in the hospital and they're telling me I'm going to be okay, and they have to hurry put my nose back on because it was turning
Oh,
purple and all that without any drugs. So they told me what to expect, and then I passed out again when they were doing it because it hurt so much. And when I came to, everything was still pretty bad off. But I remember distinctly watching them carrying me out from up here, from an aerial view.
Wow.
So
If I
it
lost my nose, if I lost it,
it's
I would
back. It's
yeah,
back.
I would probably just put
I
it
don't
on a
feel it.
mantle and get it stuffed in and just make it like a
Yeah,
trophy fish, you know what I'm saying? Just
yeah.
plaqued up or something, you know?
I just don't feel it. There's no nerve. There's nerve. The nerves are dead. There's a
That is
groove.
crazy.
I just don't feel my nose, but it's there. And they put all this back together. The eye, the mandible, everything they put back together, the series of operations. But the point back to what you were asking, does it change your spiritual perspective? You better
Yeah.
believe it does,
Mm.
because that being, that energy being, was a non-human. I'm convinced it was a non-human being who was telling me, and he even said, it's not even your time yet.
Oh.
So when my sister and my brother and my father were standing over me in the hospital emergency trauma center, I could hear all their conversations because I was subconscious at that point, but I didn't know where I was or what was really going on. I just knew I was in extreme pain. But they were having conversations like, "Is she going to make it?"
That's crazy.
And we hope, I said, "It's not my time." The man said it wasn't my time. What man? I said, "The
Yeah.
man that was with me said it wasn't my time."
Do you ever think about going into like a deep
So,
meditative, maybe like a theta state and trying to like completely conscious, spiritually consciously open up and try to see if you can bring him back to see if he was a spiritual
ooh,
being, to see if you could try to
no,
communicate with him?
no, I have not.
I think you should because for some reason he was there for you.
I couldn't see him, but I could hear his voice, and there is there is a being who has appeared to me 2 or 3 times in the past that I'm convinced is a guardian angel of some
Yep.
type. And
You
this
should
could
talk.
be the exact same being. It could be. I
That
should ask.
is
I know this being. I should ask, was that you? I'll have to
oh,
do that, Rocky. Good idea. I've
you
never
ever
thought to do
see
that.
a man
Let's do it.
do you ever see a man that maybe kind of looks like what you saw? I mean, have you ever seen anybody kind of resemble what you saw?
3 times.
What? Is it
3
me?
times. Huh?
Was it me?
No.
It's gonna be
Are you
okay.
my guardian angel?
It's gonna be
Oh my
okay.
God, Rocky Stucci is my guardian angel. I'd be in so much trouble.
Hey, Theresa, hold tight for 1 second, folks. We're going to go to the bottom of the hour break. When we come back, I seen another comment in the chat room that I want to bring up to Theresa D'Anton from Andromeda 7 radio program right here, hanging out with the emotional meatball. Ron Phillips is out playing with Barbie dolls. Folks, we love you. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. Stand by.
At Romika Designs, we're more than just a laser engraving and specialty design company. Much more. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of
Abnormal Realities
I hate that I knew that. Damn it.
with Ron and Rocky. 8 p.m. Eastern, Mojo 50.
Oh, I was a little late on the bunch there. Folks, welcome back to the second segment. Abnormal Realities right here. We're broadcasting at the Meatball Studios because Brother Ron Phillips is down doing like, I don't know, he posted a video yesterday and there's Lisa told me what it was, but it was like some kind of Barbie girls thing.
God.
Did you see it, Theresa?
All
what
I
do you-
saw,
hey,
he
wait.
was in that ride.
What are you drinking out of? What are you drinking out of?
Oh, my tumbler.
Oh,
My insane Stucci tumbler.
check that out. That is sexy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have this one here. This was a mock-up I did for Leslie. You remember this one?
Mm-hmm.
This was a tribute to her son, and this was all pieced together.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, this actually turned out really good, and I just got another order for another memorial for a lady's sister. So, I mean, that's the kind of stuff. It becomes more than a cup. You know what I mean? It becomes something deep, special, and personal to you. So, insane
Yes, it
custom
does.
tumblers, folks. Come on, get your ass over there. Become an affiliate. And man, let's make some money together, man. I'm getting my ass kicked from you guys, and I appreciate it. I thank you so much. You know what's really cool, Theresa? Before we get back into topic, I just want to say hello to everybody really quick. What's up, Audrey? The Knights Who Say Night. We got Mr. Thomas Becker, Steph, Cuervo Queen. We got Grandpa Brian 420. Is Grandpa Brian 420 on your show?
He has been a couple
Okay,
of
so
times.
I'm thinking of the right guy, right? Okay.
Grandpa Brian, he has a beard.
Yeah. Grandpa Brian, how you doing?
Indiana.
And
Mhm.
Deanna. All right. Kathy in the Berg, and brother Thomas Becker. And let me see. We got Linda Adamski. We got Project Skyfalls. Just want to say hello to everybody. Everybody listening over on Mojo 50 Radio, iHeart Channel, Odyssey, and those watching over there on Opslands. I just want to give everybody a huge shout out and happy Tuesday. We're just a couple days away for the big festive holidays.
Yeah.
And it feels really weird, but it feels really weird. That's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? Come on. I want to show you something. This is a cool thing about doing radio. Let me check this out.
I saw Deborah Truax in there too. Hi, Deborah. If you're still there.
Hey, Deborah, how you doing? Sorry I didn't see you. What's up, Jamie Christopher? All right, so I have a dear friend, Denise Lorenz, and she is from up north. Actually, her husband is part of the Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Company. I think he rents the warehouse or something, and Kick-Ass Beef Jerky used to be a sponsor of the Situation Room.
Yep.
And badass company, outstanding beef jerky, kickassbeefjerky.com. But she sent a little care package. I don't know if this is subliminal or not, but so she got these shower and they feel different than what you get in the store. They feel full.
Stop it, Rocky. I know where you're headed.
They feel full. I don't know. It's weird. You know what I mean? No, it's you. What? Damn it. I didn't even realize I was doing that. Shit. Okay. 2 of them. Okay. Let's see. And then I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shower steamers. I heard of these things. I never used them before. What do you do with them? You put them in the shower and they steam?
Yeah.
Placing the shower steamer on the floor of the shower,
Yep.
off to the side of the drain. Make sure steamer is kept out of reach of the direct water flow. This is cool. I might try this tonight.
It is cool.
Ooh, whoa. I'm going to smell like a girl. Maybe I'm going to have to give all this to Lisa. A soap holder. I don't know. This is cool. I don't know. This is cool. This is what's cool about doing this, Theresa, when people, they send you things. But Denise is a really cool. Oh, for my makeup.
Ooh.
It's a brush. Actually.
So your shaving cream.
Is that what it is? Yeah, probably is, isn't it? Yeah, because I shave my face.
Well, you could.
All right.
Never mind. I won't go there.
That's kind of. I'm sitting there thinking I can use this to paint, but I won't say that. I love this stuff. Let me see. What else do we get here? Adrenaline body products for men. Shit, you are correct, D'Anton. It is shaving soap and beard balm because I'm a dude, right?
Yep.
Let's see what else did she got here. I love this. It's like a Christmas present. You know, I do put eye cream on every single night, and then I put, was it collagen? Is that right? Does that sound right? It's something.
Collagen? Yeah, something
I
like
don't
that.
know. I got like 5 things that Lisa gets for me for my face, and I put it all on, and she always tells me I'm excessive with it. This here is exfoliating sugar scrub.
Yeah.
Ooh, is that good?
Yeah, I have some. The Crystal MacArthur, right?
Yeah. Crystal, yeah, she sent me some soap, and it was
Mhm.
the boys fought over it. Then we
Yeah.
got honey amber hand and body lotion. Honey amber. There's this. Oh, what is this? Oh, wild grape lip balm.
Nice.
Ooh. Oh.
Ooh.
All right. So when I was a kid, I'm gonna be so honest with you right now. We used to get this lip stuff when we were a kid, but they were big tubes, and they were like fruit flavored. And there were a couple times I may have taken a bite. You know what I'm saying?
A bite?
Yep, I ate it.
You actually ate it.
I did. Don't judge me. I did. I took a bite. It tasted so good on my lips. I just and I ate what? I ate lip balm. We got bar soap, balsam, and ooh, yep. I just love this stuff, Theresa. Lavender basil. I think that's kind of spiritual, isn't it? I love it.
Yes.
I don't know what this is. This here is beard oil. I was thinking about growing my beard out. And then we got sandalwood.
Mm.
And then ocean air.
Wow.
Yeah, and then more lip balm. I'll probably eat a stick later. No, but you know, this is, I mean,
No, don't
Theresa,
you know? You stick it up your nose. That's how you know.
I stuck a big lighter up my nose once. I really did. You know, Theresa, and the reason I did this is similar to what you do. And I think what you do is spectacular. Is there's a lot of people just trying to make it in this world, and we try, you know, and we have these dreams and we have these visions. And I think, and like I said on the show yesterday, you know, if you're a small business, let us know, because we want to. I mean, you see what my son does and what I do, what Lisa does, what Ron does, what Theresa does, what so many in our inner circle do. And, you know, I see people work really hard, you know, and it's weird. I go to these farmers markets, and I've said this to Lisa before, and I look at some of these people, and, you know, you see, and I feel bad for them sometimes, because some people just sometimes, but this is going to come out wrong no matter how I say. What the hell?
Michelle, she told me to flick my bick.
Flick? Oh, what's up, Michelle? I felt bad for this lady one time because she didn't have a marketable product, right? I can't remember what it was, but it just, I don't know if it was a presentation, but I told Lisa, I said, I feel bad. She's like, well, why do you feel bad? Oh, by the way, Denise, thank you. So here, let me do this really quick.
That was really nice. That's a lot of goodies there.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out here. Modern Pampering. Denise Lorenz is the owner, and the website is modernpampering.com. Modernpampering.com. Get on over and give the girl some love, please.
Cool.
And I told Lisa, I was like, I feel bad, right? And she's like, well, why? I says, because in her heart, she has a dream. She has a vision. She probably sat down for hours coming up with a game plan and seeing the opportunity and the hope. And you know, here's the thing, just like with this stuff here, everything we do, folks, every single thing, there's millions of people that make these things. So what's going to separate you from what you sell, right? And it's how you choose to market the product. You get what I'm saying, Theresa? So I went right in and went big league. And I got a company right now that I'm talking to. They're interested in ordering 400 tumblers from me. 400 tumblers.
Yeah, but you know what's the difference between yours and half the stuff you find in the stores?
Tell me.
The inside doesn't come out, which is a good thing.
Is this supposed to?
Well, no. It's just that some of the cheaper tumblers, that inside is like an insert.
Yep.
And so it almost always, when you drop it a couple of times, that's it. That's it. It's history. This thing is all solid.
Well, I pay more money for them. Because the first batch I got, they were mid-quality stuff, still decent, probably good enough, but that looks badass.
It does.
But and I did some color adjustments, so the new ones are gonna really, really pop.
Yeah.
It's weird because some of the green screen is coming through it, so it's like I'm getting really confused. It's kind of cool.
It's so vivid though.
Yeah, I know it. Oh.
Not only is our design vivid, but the way you painted this and glazed it is vivid. Is it the green screen messing it up? There you go.
Yep. It's what I do, girl. We make things pop. Like that lion one is outstanding too.
Oh, I love the lion.
But invest a little bit more money, have good product, and you know what? If you build it, they'll come. And we're doing a whole bunch of marketing stuff. And so thank you, everybody. And Theresa, it's important. And that's I appreciate you and Lori so much for your helping small businesses, because it's the American dream, right? I mean, isn't that what it is, right? The American dream, and just try to become your own boss. I want to be my own boss and yell at my own ass. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you have Lisa. She's the boss. She's
I get yelled at every day. I get yelled. I got yelled at last night. I'm like, what'd I do?
Even Audrey gets you here in the chat room.
I know she does. Audrey can shut up. See, I can tell Audrey to shut up. I don't say that to Lisa though. I'm like, shut up, Lisa. I'm like, just kidding. I'm just kidding. So who was it? Let me scroll up here, because there was something that got brought up. And then I want to get into the 10 haunted houses, the 10 most haunted hotels in the United States. But somebody did, let me get up to it. Let me find it. Kathy in the Berg. I know it was her, but I don't want to scroll that far up. She said that, I think it was one of her children, said that their child believes that Jesus is half man and half woman. What is your thoughts on that? I've heard people talk about Jesus being the feminine, and like the Holy Grail, you know what I'm saying? The Holy Grail, the Virgin Mary, that would have been the Holy Grail. Like it was a human being. I mean, that's a whole different rabbit hole to get into. And the thing about that, and the reason I never got into it, because Scotty gets deep into that, is because nothing can ever, it still at the end of the day comes down to how you choose to theorize it.
That's right. How your perspective on it.
That's it. You can't prove it. You know what I'm saying?
You can't prove anything. No. But what we do know is that energy, we can't deny the fact there's males and there's females. There's energy that's masculine energy and feminine energy.
Yep.
And all of us have a balance of both in us.
What?
Yeah. I'm just as much a man as you
are. No, I don't.
Yeah, I'm just not hanging anything. It's just.
Hey, I don't, girl.
Hey.
What?
You even have man boobs. You gotta admit it. Scotty's got 3. Right?
Scotty got some big old tatas.
He's got 3 tatas.
One time I went up to Scotty from behind, just to give him one of the behind the hug thing, and I grabbed him. I'm like, dude, I'm literally getting turned on right now. I mean, I'm cuffing, bro. You need to start working out.
That's right.
Damn it.
No, but energy wise, we have both. And I think the spirit of Christos in Christ was both that male, feminine, and he had a perfect balance of masculine and feminine energy, in my opinion. That's just my perspective.
It makes sense. I mean, it really does. It makes sense. I don't want to be half and half. I like being a rugged.
But you are. You just won't leave Ron's boobs alone.
Dude, they are hot. Did you ever see me get a full grab of those things before? I mean, that is like a full handful. And then Ron goes, stop. And then he snaps. He says, stop, Rocky. I'm like, dude, did you just hear yourself, bro? Man, I love that, dude. I don't know how to explain life sometimes, and I don't know how we get to where we're supposed to go sometimes and why we do, but I always believe, and I've tried to convince myself not to believe this, but I always believe that from birth, our paths are somewhat like our existence is like already recorded, and we have a certain journey that we're supposed to go on. There's a reason I'm down here in Texas. There's a reason why I'm literally 2 minutes away from Ron. There's a reason why Ron and I connected, and off the air and off the business, there's things about Ron that helps me
Yeah.
Because I come from vicious worlds, man. I come from worlds to where I've accumulated over the years, and I don't have it now, but a major distrust towards people because I come from worlds where everybody has a motive.
Yeah.
Ron don't. Ron is the type of guy that'll give you the shirt off his back and never ask for anything in return. And I need that stability in my life. And at the same time, I give something back to Ron too. When we travel, we have some of the most intense. I mean, we cry, we laugh, we dance, we have these amazing conversations and it's kind of a stabilization, right? And I could go down the line of different experiences I had in my life. You could go down the line of different experiences you had in your life that at the time you really wish that it wasn't happening. It was painful, it was horrifying.
Yeah.
But if you take these experiences and you turn them into a way to serve you, it develops you into being something better and something bigger and something stronger, right?
That's right. You just described my relationship with Lori.
Oh,
And I
oh,
wish, and we're on completely opposite sides of the country. I wish I could hook up with her someday and go places and do things and have fun. But uh, I feel the same way about her that you feel about Ron. It's that stability that she offers, and we play off of each other very well, and we're very
do you love
compatible.
Lori so much that you would spoon with her?
Rocky. Only you would ask a question like that.
That's true friendship because I would with Ron. I mean, I even asked him, I'm like, dude, I'll give you $20.
If
He's
I,
like, he's like, give me 40 and then we're done. He goes, give me 40 and I'll do it. I'm like,
if
damn
I
it, Paul.
tried to spoon with Lori, she'd punch me. She would be like, bam.
What? Oh my God, that's funny as hell. Well, there could be a possibility because
nut.
we are working on getting this event set up in Gettysburg right now.
Yes,
And
can't wait.
we're looking around the springtime, and this may be a golden opportunity. I know she has a lot going on, but she might be able to break away for a couple days and meet all of us up in Gettysburg and be part
Yeah.
of this event. I think it would be great because with people like you and Lori and Ron and me and part of our crew that shows up,
Yeah.
we have a lot to offer at a spiritual level, at a paranormal level.
Yeah.
That I think it could be fun, and I
Mhm.
think it could be educational, and I think we could have experiences, right?
Yeah, we could.
Do
Been
you
there many
think
times. Stay at the Farnsworth.
oh, is that where? I
Oh.
can't remember. Ron, if you're listening, brother, which you better be, what is the name of the place that we're working on booking? He actually has the name, and for some reason that
I bet it's the carriage house.
oh, Ron right here. Folks, I got a message from Ron
Ah.
Phillips. He said, I would spoon my brother. I would spoon. Yeah, you would. See, he's on vacation and he's listening to the program. That
Hi,
son of
Ron.
a bitch. What was I just gonna say? Do you think, like Brad Staggs and Ron, you've heard Ron talk about it over and over again on the show.
Mhm, mhm.
Ron is new to this journey, right? And there again, I think this is important for him to go through. Maybe the Hill House probably wasn't the best place to bring him, but we didn't get thrown across the room or drugged down the stairs, so we're all
Mhm.
fine. But do you think people's skepticism, like Brad believes, but he's super skeptic, but Brad is super hungry to have a very significant experience. Do you think that could actually impact the amount of activity you get in a location?
What, the desire to want to have something
Yeah, do you
occur?
think do you think
Oh,
it might
sure.
push them off? Where are you going, Audrey?
She has to split.
I'm really not liking Mickey Mouse because of all the shows that she's missing. I'm not going to Disney World just because you work there.
Oh, bye, Audrey.
See how
We
odds.
love you. We love you, Odds. Merry Christmas.
Oh, right here. Battlefield bed and it's called the Battlefield Bed and Breakfast. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, yes. It's close to the cemetery, I
Oh,
think.
yeah, it
I
is.
think it is. Yep.
So that is the
Oh,
location. Thanks, Ron. Love you, bro.
that's a good one too, but it's not haunted. Well,
What?
not really. There's a couple places that I've stayed that are really super haunted. But that one's a good one though. It's comfortable.
Well, I don't want
And
comfortable.
it's close to the battlefield and it's close to the cemetery. So you can go on
Hmm.
foot and investigate different places. Yeah.
We're gonna have to talk about this now. Things just changed a little bit, and you're saying the Farnsworth
That's pretty haunted.
is that the place to go?
In my opinion, I had some good activity there, but that other one, I don't know. I have to read up on it because it's not one of the three I've stayed at. Steffi, have you stayed at the one that Ron just recommended? Yeah, she says
Oh,
so.
I'm
Is
sitting there waiting for her
Farnsworth.
to answer. I'm listening. I'm like, well, what are you gonna say?
They're agreeing. Farnsworth is. I had dresser drawers opening and closing, closet doors opening, closing, a small shadow figure of a child.
Oh,
The little boy that haunts the place, I think, is I found out later. And
oh,
then he packed my suitcase. He took the suitcase off the stand and he actually put the clothes from the dresser into the suitcase. And I didn't even.
what?
I heard him a couple of times. The first time he woke me up, I startled him and he ran out of the room. And I followed him down the hallway and he went into another guest room right through the door. So I couldn't. And it was a shadow. And I'm like, I'm seeing things or I'm dreaming. So I went back to my room. I'm like, no, I'm awake. Okay. So the second time, like 2 hours later, I heard change rattling in my drawer and marble. I heard all the sounds of coins and my stuff, my jewelry. And so I'm like, what are you doing? Knock it off. And he just looked at me and took off again. But when I woke up in the morning, all my stuff was back in my suitcase and it wasn't
That
me.
is crazy.
It wasn't freaking me that did it. Not all of my stuff, but a good portion of it from that first drawer and then a little bit from the second drawer because I think I caught him in the act, and
Wow.
it scared him. But I didn't know what I was doing at the time. But now I know it's the spirit of a little boy that used to play with all the guests that stayed there.
I know
So,
we're
so
supposed to.
now I'm like, oh, now I would treat him totally different. I was freaked out, at the time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I get it. I really, really get it. In fact, you kind of get mad at yourself for getting freaked out
Yeah.
because now I totally get it. And we got about 8 minutes left, maybe a little less. And I know
Mhm.
we got to get into this hotel thing. Oh, we can do whatever we want. We're the boss. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. The
Um,
boss.
what was I just going to ask you? Holy crap! So I was just watching a program, and an autistic child that used to be in a home. It was a home, not a hospital, but an assisted living type of place.
Uh-huh.
And the place is super haunted. And as a matter of fact, I'll find out the name and I'll share the name because I think it's important. But this autistic child saw ghosts. This is what he says. Now, there's going to be a group of people out there that says it's part of a disability. He's whatever, maybe schizophrenic, whatever it may be, right? I don't believe that. I
Oh,
believe this dude 100%. He said in one of the buildings, because there's multiple buildings, that there's a pair of spirits in one building that were male and female, younger, probably early teens or just preteen, that used to harass him and make fun of him.
ah,
Yep. And he said, I'm getting freaking chills right now just saying
yeah,
this.
really. Brr.
Um, and then he said in the building that he stayed in, there was a spirit of a child that actually protected him. And it's funny because could this be imagination?
Mm.
Absolutely, it could. But I believe this child. I believe this. Well, he was a young man now being interviewed because this was about 10 years ago. Um, he said that this ghost of a child, of a girl in the building he stayed in protected him. He said when he would go out and because they all had chores and part
Wow.
of his chores was working out in the grassy area. And he said he was always afraid to go out there because those other two ghosts in a different building would come out there. They would leave the premises and come out there and harass
Oh,
him.
wow. Wow.
I'm telling you, it was just crazy. And then they went in and they were actually getting EVPs from the girl, which was just mind blowing stuff.
Yeah,
There's a whole
that
nother
is.
world, you know?
Well, it was my first time, and that's like totally changed totally flipped my script. And I'm like, from there on in, it was ghost hunting all the way,
Yes.
paranormal investigations all the way. I've been to Gettysburg 3 or 4 times.
I told Ron that. I says,
Other
once you have
places
that,
too. But I mean, it's like you can't get rid of that urge to.
it is. And once you
Yeah,
experience it, then there's no turning back. All of a sudden,
yeah.
the skeptic becomes a lot less skeptic, and you kind of become either hungry for more or you
Mhm.
find yourself having a whole shit ton more questions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Always more questions, and more questions than you have answers for.
Amen, man. All right. So let's rip down this list really
Yep.
quick. Otherwise, it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just gonna just jump in whenever you want, Teresa, because this is the top 10. If we get to all of them, we do. If we don't, we don't. But the first one, it says the Hollywood Roosevelt. Marilyn Monroe is thought to be one of the many restless spirits that haunt the Hollywood's glamorous Hotel Roosevelt, where she lived for 2 years while her modeling career was taken off. Other reports of cold spots, photographic orbs, and mysterious phone calls to the hotel operator to its mystique.
Wow.
Kind of a creepy looking place. But, you know, there's another thing, too. You can't gauge something off the way it looks because the most haunted place I've ever investigated was a regular house. So you never heard of that one?
No, well, I've never been there, but I've heard of it, yes.
Um,
I'm still waiting for them to find one with Sean Connery's body in it.
What? Why?
Because I want to, like, get under the covers with Sean Connery's ghost.
Son of a bitch.
That's
Are
my
you
next.
serious?
That's my next paranormal experience.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I love Sean Connery, and
What?
he's gone now.
I'm screwing something up here for some reason. I don't know how to get to. Okay. Oh, here we
There you
go.
Flip it.
Lafonda on the Plaza. You ever hear that?
No.
Me neither. All right. The spirits of Santa Fe's Old West are said to inhabit the Lafonda's lobby and bar, including the Honorable John P. Slaw, who was shot to death in the hotel lobby, and a distraught salesman who leaped to his death outside the gambling hall.
Ooh.
I wasn't feeling that too much, though.
No.
All right. Here's one that you will definitely know. The Stanley Hotel.
Yeah.
Colorado Stanley Hotel spooked horror master Stephen King and inspired the setting for The Shining. Want to go on your own spooky yarn? Well, brave one of the hotel's ghost tours, including a 5-hour ghost hunt and popular night tour. I think, Theresa, they stopped doing the ghost stuff there.
The new owners did not want that. So what they did is they compromised. They have their own staff doing it now, and they're short touristy type activity. From what I understand, I don't know if that's true, but you can't book paranormal investigations like we did with Amy Bruni and Adam Berry, or even when Jason was there. We had Grant with us. We had John Tenney. And Scotty's been on them too. Scotty's been there.
Yep.
So we can't do those kind of investigations anymore. They the new owners don't want it. They thought it would. I think they shot themselves in the foot because that was a major attraction.
Well, you know, and it is too. But
so many experiences there. It's incredible.
The other one too was, I don't know, I'm stuck on here and it's not letting me go to the next. Oh, here we go. There's the Lafonda, the Stanley, the Logan, and the Equinox, Peter Shields Inn, and of course the Queen Mary. That is another
Queen
one.
Mary, yes.
I would love to go to, is the Queen Mary.
Yeah, me too.
And you can get rooms for $99 a night.
Yes.
Whoo!
There's another one that you haven't mentioned that's really, really super haunted, and it's been featured on all the shows. It looks like the Stanley Hotel. It was built around the same time, but it's up in Canada.
Oh.
And the princess that lives is there. And her voice came through. She goes, well, of course I know I am. Or who are you? Yeah, remember that episode, you guys? Help me out.
Hey, Theresa, the music's on. We got about 30 seconds. Let everybody know how they can follow and watch your program, girl.
Andromeda 7 Celestial Gateway is the channel.
Andromeda 7 Celestial Gateway YouTube channel. Get your ass over there. Theresa D'Anton, tell Lori I love the hell out of her. I love you. Theresa, thank you so much. I appreciate it. This was the quickest hour of my life. Ladies and gentlemen, abnormalrealities.com, romikadesigns.com, insanecustomtumblers.com. Ladies and gentlemen, from our family to yours, much love, much respect, and God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Happy holidays. Oh.